Alrighty, Joe, no time for a proper intro because we're going to be battling B and hopefully Opal today too. So and subscribe my beautiful fans.
Yeah, no wasting time today, everyone. So do what Barry said and smash that like button. It really helps us out. And look, Donald, I've got more balls from the ball guy.
Good job, Joe, but that's the only compliment you'll be getting from me for a while until you beat B up big time. Her and her fighting-type Pokemon are tough.
Yeah, that's definitely true, Donald. Remember, B actually beat Ash in the Ultimate Journeys anime, and then they had a draw the second time they battled.
Before all that, boys, what in the actual hell is this gym puzzle? It's like I'm going to be in a bumper car at a festival or something in this thing.
Yeah, I hope you don't get dizzy, Joe, because we're about to be spinning all over the place. Basically, you got to spin the Joy-Con controller around, and then it'll move the thing we're in.
And between each segment, there's, of course, going to be the odd gym battle we'll have to do with some random trainer who's also taking part in the challenge.
Now this guy's actually leading off with a Stuffle from the Galar region. Although it's cute as hell, this little pink fluff ball is going to get decimated by our clown.
That's right, Joe, and we have Psychic on Mr. Mime here, and it'll probably one-shot everything we come across in this place. I just want one gym battle to go well, so this could be it.
Hey, this guy has the full evolution line, which is nice to see. I thought he'd only have Stuffle, and that would be it like most boring trainers.
Yeah, but Beware still died, Joe, even though it was quite a high-leveled Pokemon for this point in the game, too.
Okay, more spinning about to do here, Joe. I think this puzzle is the hardest one in the gym and will require you to have some quick reflexes.
I have the reflexes of a max IV speed Deoxys Donald. This puzzle will be easy peasy lemon squeezy. And then I can put Ash to shame by beating B in one move each.
Yeah, clearly these are the reflexes of a Speed Deoxys Joe L. Mao. This is more like the reflexes of a Shuckle.
And that was an insult to all Shuckles everywhere, Obama. And by the way, Shuckle is a really good Pokemon too, especially if you teach at Trick Room.
Yeah, did you see that, boys? I just smashed my way through this puzzle quite literally, and now I think we have one trainer battle left before battling B.
That's right, and Trainer Simon here has a Hitmonlee, an amazing Pokemon from Gen 1 who's based off Bruce Lee, if you didn't know.
I think most people knew that, Barry, but on the topic of facts, we want you all to comment your best Generation 4 fact, so that includes Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, and Heart Gold, and Soul Silver too.
My favorite thing about Heart Gold and Soul Silver is the Arceus event where he starts giving us a PowerPoint presentation on images from Google.
Yeah, I did find that a bit strange the first time I saw it too, Joe. Arceus is so powerful that he can break the fourth wall and bash out a quick Google image search whilst creating another god Pokemon.
That's why he's the GOAT, Barry, but hey, look, Simon has been beat, and now we can head into the main stadium to take on the gym leader.
Just you wait, boys. Mr. Mime has been cleaning up in this place, and I'm so excited to have a gym battle that doesn't end in an almost disaster.
Hey, B, be looking pretty fine too, I must say. I think Sonya is still #1 for me, but this one is a solid 8 as well, I think.
And Obama's still carrying out his crusade to find the hottest girl in the Galar region. But anyway, here we go, so zip your pants back up, Barry.
Okay, our first Pokemon is not even worth talking about because it's going to die in like 10 seconds time. So how about we talk about something else?
Wow, that one shot was solid, Joe. Well done. Although I think Hitmontop's defenses are pretty trash to begin with, and Psychic is super OP anyway.
And her next Pokemon is Pangoro from the Kalos region. I think this guy is an Ursaring ripoff Pokemon, but hey, still pretty decent.
Oh shit, I forgot it's a dark type, and that's going to be super effective against us boys. I may have ruined this battle now.
Okay, and here I thought you'd actually use your brain for once, Joe, but we're 4 gym battles into this game, and you still can't get the basics right, you dumbass.
Hang on, when the hell did you get this guy fully evolved, Joe? I don't remember this happening.
Oh yeah, so this was meant to be a surprise for you all, and I didn't anticipate it coming out in this gym battle since I thought Mr. Mime would sweep in here, but hey ho, here we are, it's Rillaboom.
All right, well, I literally don't even care, Joe, because you went and hyped up Mr. Mime so much before this battle, and now you're stuck using Barry for the rest of it.
Well, at least Pangoro is down and out now, Donald. A few energy balls from our monkey here in B should only have one Pokemon left, which is either Graplock or Machamp.
Oh, she has a Surfetched instead, Joe. I did not see this coming since she never had one in the anime, although they do tend to change the teams around a lot.
She has a team of 4 Pokemon Obama, so after this one, she'll either have Machamp or Graplock. Both of which are super tough Pokemon, but personally, I hope it's Machamp.
Hey, Rillaboom has its signature move now, though, guys, and it's called Drum Beating. I really like this move, too, actually, and Rillaboom is actually one of the strongest starter Pokemon, too, did you know?
Well, B's Surfetched is setting up Sword's Dance, Joe. So if you're not careful, it could one-shot us if it uses acrobatics or something, which would be super effective too.
Yeah, is that before or after the stupid bird spams detect like a little peasant scumbag it is? I mean, why even do that?
Whenever a Pokemon uses Detect Donald, it's always trying to stall, but in a normal gameplay, I think it's stupid because it wastes time. However, in the competitive scene, I think it's valid.
That could be true, Joe, I guess. But anyway, we're on to Bee's final Pokemon now. And by the looks of it, Donald, your wish came true and she's using Machamp instead of Graplock.
Yeah, good, because I think Graplock is a much more difficult Pokemon for us to deal with than Machamp, and by US, I mean Joe.
Well, I'm about to Gigantamax our Rillaboom boys, and I take it she's going to do the same with her Machamp, so let's see who comes out on top here.
Yep, here we go, the ultimate battle for our 4th gym badge, Joe, or whichever one we're on now. And for those who played Shield and battled Alistair, let us know in the comments what you thought of him.
That Machamp reminds me of Groudon and the Weather Trio because of those lines all over its body when it's Gigantamaxed.
I did quite a bit of damage to it as well, Donald, so another move should be enough to take it out unless she throws a full restore at it or something.
Well, whatever move Machamp just used did nothing to us, Joe. So I think you've got this in the bag now, even if the beginning of the battle was an absolute disaster.
Yup, and that's all she heard, boys. Well done, Joe. You brought back the win for us, even though I thought it was all over when we lost Mr. Mime.
Easy peasy, boys, just like I said it would be. And the only thing I have to do is remember all my type matchups properly, and I think it'll be smooth sailing.
Hell yeah, Joe Rillaboom sure did carry in this battle. It goes to show how strong I am. Oh, sorry, I mean how strong it is.
One thing I suggest you do, Joe, is get the amulet coin and stick it on whichever Pokemon is up front so we can make bank in all the next battles we'll be taking part in.
Good shout, Donald, but I don't have an amulet coin, and I also have no idea where to get one, so if any of the viewers do, then leave a comment.
Also, I have some of the items which can boost the power of each type of Pokemon we have, Joe, so using them would be wise too, especially with how you've been battling. You need all the help you can get.
And once again, the love of my life is back on our screens, people. Beautiful Sonia is here, and I'm feeling very beautiful myself.
And I feel like throwing up in my mouth Obama, but anyway, there seems to be some commotion going on behind the gym boys.
All right, what on earth is that monstrosity painted all over the cliff face? It's like a child has come through here with giant crayons and gone mad.
Yo and our boy Bede is here, and he has a Copper Raja now, which is an interesting Pokemon, although I don't particularly like it.
It looks like he's about to smash into the cliff face with a 2-berry. I wonder what the whole story here is then.
Well, looks like you're going to find out after battling with him, Joe. So let's see what the Pink Fool has for us this time then. I wonder if he's gotten any stronger.
Okay, well his Solosis has evolved into a Duotion now, Donald, so that looks to be a good start. Maybe he'll actually be a real rival to us alongside Marnie.
It's still weak as hell, though, Obama. Another Thunderbolt from Mr. Mime, and this Jelly Belly Pokemon is about to get crushed.
Yeah, but first the guy is going to start spamming Super Potions, Joe, so get ready for that. Maybe we should get that move which stops items from being used in battle.
Interesting. Bede set up that light screen, and now our special attacking moves are going to be weaker, Joe. So you should switch to physical attacking ones.
Well, we haven't used Umbreon in a while, I think, so I'm sending it out now, since Dark is super effective against Psychic.
So you remember your type matchups in the most pointless battles, but in the important ones like gym battles, Joe, you always forget what's what.
Well, to be fair to Joe just now, he actually did listen to me and used Crunch, which is a physical attacking move and super effective to Solosis, like he said too.
See, boys, I can be quite useful when I need to be. And I've almost beaten this fellow too, so I think this battle is going quite well.
Joe, calm down, dude. You've only taken out one of his Pokemon so far, so it's not like you're winning. Knowing you, he could come out of nowhere and take us out.
Okay, well that's true, but his light screen just wore off, Joe, so now you can start spamming special moves if you even know what they are.
Yeah, I know Barry and his Hatterny Pokemon, or whatever that thing is called, has just been taken out, so now he only has 2 Pokemon left.
Ah, yes, his My Little Pony Pokemon is back, and as we can see, it's not evolved into a Rapidash. And I want to say, even though we take the piss out of this horse, the Galar form is pretty neat.
Look how strong our Umbreon is, boys. It almost took the My Little Pony out in one move, even though he was super effective against us, too.
Yet another crunch should be enough to wipe the pony out, Joe, and that'll be the end of Fairy Wind End. What an annoying move, too, and worst of all, it's pink.
Our Pokemon is getting ever close to level 42, which is good to see. And everyone is almost at the same level as well, which sure makes training easy.
That's true, Obama. And he sent out a Gothorita now as well. I can't remember if he had this Pokemon the last time we battled, but I sure as hell don't like it.
Crunch is enough to kill it, Joe, and that's the end of Bede for now. But he didn't have that elephant Pokemon from earlier in the battle, so who does it belong to?
It must belong to Chairman Rose or something, Donald. He's the type of person who'd have a Copper Raja for sure. Plus, I know it's his from the anime.
And you're right, Obama. Look who shows up right as we beat Bede. And his demonic-looking assistant is always with him, too.
I watched the Pokemon Twilight Wings anime series, Joe, and his assistant started off as a nice, quiet person, and now she has, in fact, turned into a demon. She's more terrifying than anyone else.
Hey, I think Chairman Rose is telling Bede off for using his elephant to destroy that mural on that wall. To be honest, I don't blame Bede for once. It looks more hideous than Donald's face.
I'll have you know that many people have complimented me on my looks, Barry, which is something that can't be said about you.
Well, they've all left now, guys, and I'm left alone here with Sonia, who thinks this mural actually means something. No wonder she isn't a proper professor yet.
I think you just ate your own words, Joe, because Sonia was right. Not only is she hot as hell, but she's also clever too, which makes her even more attractive.
Please cool it with your Sonia Riz game, Barry. We have way more important things to do, like see what on earth is going on with those statues.
Okay, well, clearly what's going on is those statues are the legendary Pokemon on the box art, and they're also the sword and shield. How has nobody figured that out yet?
Because, Joe, I don't think Sonia has access to the box art of the game she's starring in to know what's going on your fool.
Well, looks like we have to sit through another 10 years worth of dialogue, boys. This is getting quite annoying, I must say. So, Joe, please cut some of it out.
Well, Obama, this is the reason why we're battling 2 gym leaders in this episode, since we didn't actually do anything of use in the last one.
Yeah, you just pranced about getting our team killed and evolving a clown into a bigger clown. That was basically the entirety of the last episode.
Okay, well, as Obama requested, we're here in Ballonlea now, which has got to be one of my all-time favorite towns ever. It's definitely got some cottagecore vibes going on.
And on top of that, Joe, it looks like every building here has RGB all over it because those mushrooms are glowing. I wonder what would happen if we ate them too, LMAO.
I think if we ate those mushrooms, we'd be in for a wild ride, Barry. But hey, since we're here, Joe, the only thing to do is head right into the gym.
Just look how awesome this place is. All the mushrooms glowing and the way the town is set up too. It's all just too much for my tiny little mind to handle.
Well, you better get your tiny little mind in check, Joe, because Marnie has showed up and she might want to battle you again, and if not, then we still need to take on Opal.
Wow, she barely said anything to us, Donald. I guess she's not interested in wasting her time with battling Joe today.
Wow, we just got a love ball. I didn't even know that was a thing. I wonder what it does. But anyway, time to get registered for the gym battle, boys.
The love ball has a better chance of catching a Pokemon that has an opposite gender to the Pokemon currently in battle, I think, Joe. And if it doesn't have a gender, then I have no idea what happens.
Okay, time to concentrate, guys, because Opal's gym test is a damn quiz, which means me and you, Donald, are going to have to tell Joe the answers.
I'd like to point out the correct way of saying that is Donald and I. Thought you might want to know that, Barry.
Literally, no one cares about grammar, Joe. We only care about you getting our 6th gym badge here. And if you get any of the questions wrong, our defenses get dropped, so don't mess this up.
Yeah, but either way, we're going to have a few trainer battles to take part in. So what difference does it really make, Donald?
OJ, apparently this is an audition for me to see if I'm good enough to take part in the actual gym battle. I am so confused to what's going on in this place. I swear Opal is batshit insane.
Yeah, we can't deny that, Joe. Opal does seem a little mad. She was mad in the anime as well with her cooking contest episode and her harassing anyone who has pink on them.
Good thing there's absolutely nothing pink about us boys except Mr. Mime, who has a pink face. Maybe we should have covered it up with a balaclava or something.
Yo, Mr. Mime with a balaclava on its face would be the funniest thing ever, Barry. We could call him Gangster Mime.
Yeah, so if any of you people watching are artists, then we'd love to see you make a drawing of Mr. Mime looking like a gangster, and then you can send it to us on Discord.
That Pokemon would be perfect for Jizzy Joe, too, don't you think, Donald? And we haven't seen him for ages either, by the way, so what's going on with that?
Well, Barry, as you all know, I have a split personality, so the side of my brain, which is Jizzy Joe, seems to be in shutdown mode recently. I can't even hear him, so I don't know what's going on.
Well, he better make an appearance when we're going to battle Leon Joe. I don't want you taking on the strongest trainer in the world, remember.
I agree with that, too. Plus, Jizzy Joe is just way cooler and better than you in every single shape and form, Joseph.
How about we focus on battling Opal before you two even think about taking on Leon? And right now, I'm stuck battling this goblin thing, which got me confused.
Well, we managed to get the Ice Beam in and the Goblin died Joe, but that Pokemon is actually really solid. And remember, our bestie Marnie has one.
And now we're battling a Gardevoir boys. A tough Pokemon for sure, and Diantha's ace too, although luckily we don't have to deal with its Mega Form today.
Well, Ice Beam is like our best move on Mr. Mime since we get the stab bonus on it too. Plus, I think Mr. Rhyme, whenever it evolves, will be able to sweep Raihan's gym.
Raihan won't stand a chance when we get to him, but we still have another battle before that guy Joe, and I have no idea who the 7th gym leader is.
Actually, I forgot too, Donald, but let's go into that battle with no knowledge. So it'll be more fun for Joe, especially when he loses, so we can wind him up.
You two do realize I could just Google who it is behind your backs and then pretend to be surprised when it's time for the 7th gym battle.
Yeah, but knowing you, Joe, you'll probably forget to do any of that by the time this episode is finished anyway, so big deal.
Hey, at least we learnt Stone Edge on our Obsidian, which is a great rock-type move. All we need to do now is find some PP maxes, and then we can boost the total power points of the move.
And even better than that, Barry, I've beaten all the gym trainers in the place, so now I think it's time to take on Opal for the 6th badge.
Let's get this done then, Joseph, and not messing about, please. After this, we'll have 2 more to go, and then we can be claiming yet another Pokemon victory.
Okay, Joe, remember Opal uses fairy types, which means don't be a dumbass and send out Dreepy, who's already weak as hell right now.
For a second, boys, I thought she'd gone to sleep while standing up, which is definitely something you'd do, Joe.
No time to even think about sleep right now, Donnie, old boy. I gotta crush this old wench and her pink Pokemon to prove how good I am to you both.
Alrighty, and her first Pokemon is going to be a Galarian Weezing. A pretty neat Pokemon, actually, and I love its tall smoke tower thingies.
Did you know this Pokemon actually helps the environment, Obama, because it takes in bad air and then releases oxygen, compared to the normal Weezing, which is just big oil if it was a Pokemon?
Instead of ranting about wheezing, Donald, how about you look at how I just one-shot it with Psychic like it was nothing?
Okay, well done, Joe, and now her next Pokemon is a Mawile, which is a really great Pokemon, but if this could Mega Evolve, then I'd have more respect for Opal.
Boys, she's still asking us dumb quiz questions during the battle to throw us off, so don't let her get to you, Joe. Keep your mind focused.
Okay, well, I hit it with a Thunderbolt since I wasn't sure what else to do, but maybe Ice Beam would have been better since we have Stab with it.
And she has Crunch Joe, which is super effective, and it did almost take us out too, so now what's the game plan going to be?
Lucky for you, Barry, our Mr. Mime will be able to take out Mawile with another Thunderbolt, which means this old wench only has 2 Pokemon left. I am so winning this battle.
And well, look who it is, everyone. A Togekiss back to get revenge because of the one I released back when we played Pokemon Heart Gold, which you should all go watch, by the way.
And it did, in fact, get revenge since Mr. Mime got taken out by an ancient power Donald, and by the way, I'm still pissed off about that.
Yeah, well, get over it, Obama. That was our first Pokemon game we played on the channel, and it was almost a year ago, too. Plus, Pupitar here should be able to deal with Togekiss.
Wow, she straight up asked us what her favorite color is now, too, guys. What the hell even is this battle? It's more of a game show than anything else.
How about we talk about the fact that Togekiss has been on the field for like 3 turns now, Joe? And you haven't actually done 1 single damage point to it.
Well, that Stone Edge was pretty decent, Barry, although it somehow survived it, which is complete bullshit. There's no way it should have survived that.
Oh my God, and now it's spamming Draining Kiss to restore its health, and my second Stone Edge attack missed too. What the hell is even going on now?
You'll get it again, Joe, don't worry. This Flying White Pancake has pretty good defenses, so this is to be expected.
If I was the one battling, though, Obama, then I'd have revived Mr. Mime and used Thunderbolt since that move is probably better, and we could get a Paralyze on Togekiss too.
Okay, well, you're not battling Donald, so shut your mouth and watch now as her last Pokemon dies and it's a goddamn cake.
Technically speaking, Joe, it's a ball of icing or whatever you want to call it, but it does turn into a cake when you Gigantamax it.
And speak of the devil here is said cake. This thing looks even more ridiculous now, and somehow it's Opal's ace Pokemon too.
The cake just roared at me as well, which was super weird. I bet the designers were high as hell when this thing got made, LMALM.
And that move left us with 16 health points left, Joe, so looks like another Pokemon is going to die, and now she's gone and asked you her age too.
And Joe is being sweet and said she's 16 years old, but we know that's what he wishes.
Hey, listen, Donald, it's never nice to remind an old woman her age, so I was being polite, and also I did that to throw her off whilst her cake gets crushed.
The only thing that got crushed right now was Pupitar Joe. So yeah, this battle is basically going like the others, with the amount of Pokemon you're getting killed, Joe.
All right, well, I have no idea what to do now, boys, so I'm going to send out Umbreon and see what it can do. I know our blue shiny doggo will sweep this thing.
All we have really to use is Shadow Ball Joe, and even that isn't doing much, so why don't you just Gigantamax already, you fool?
I think he's waiting for the cake's Gigantamax to end, Donald, so we have an easier chance of sweeping it, but yeah, Joe, you might as well go big now, you know.
And exactly as I planned, the cake went small, so now I have a chance of beating this thing. See, Donald, my strat was a real one, wasn't it?
Considering you got 2 of our Pokemon killed, Joe, I wouldn't exactly call your strat good in any way, shape, or form.
This was all part of the plan, Donald, in my mind anyway. But now Umbreon is confused, which is just great, isn't it? I need to switch out.
And you went and sent out Dreepy, which is exactly what I told you not to do. You big buffoon Joe, why do you do this?
Hey, Dreepy needs to experience Obama because this thing takes 1 billion years to evolve. So how about you look at it from that angle?
Well, you both have points, but with Dreepy's ability, killing this Alcremie will be a lot easier, Obama, since Draining Kiss has been disabled now.
Man, you should have sent out Rillaboom from the beginning, Joe. Until Dreepy and Pupitar evolve, this guy's going to be the MVP for sure. Plus, in the next episode, we should have our final team member, too.
Oh yeah, that's right, everyone. In episode 9, you'll all get to see our final team member, and some of you already know who it'll be. But for those who don't, we won't spoil it for you.
And here comes Gigantamax Rillaboom, everyone. The goated monkey is here to sweep this cake thing off the face of the planet now.
I mean, you could have done this right from the get-go, Joe, and we'd have been done and probably already in the next town right now, but sure, whatever, play like a fool.
Hey, at least he didn't lose the battle barrier, which I think is the most important thing about this episode, LMFAO. And now we have 6 gym badges, boys.
Yeah, that is the most important thing, and now I really need my nap, guys. I feel completely zonked out after dealing with 2 gym battles in one episode.
Well, I feel zonked out after watching how you battle Joe. That's exhausting enough for me, you know, but well done, I guess. Donald's right, we're 6 gym badges in and only need 2 more to take on Leon.
Hey, boys, I just realized the Galar region doesn't have an Elite Four in it. There's only gym battles, and then Leon isn't it?
Kind of yes, Donald, but we're not the only one competing. And remember, after getting 8 gym badges, we don't actually battle Leon right away, but that's going to be a surprise for people who don't know.
And on that note, guys, thank you for watching the episode. Please remember to like and subscribe if you haven't, and check out our other videos below.
Oh, dear Lord Opal is still talking to us, boys. But yeah, as Joe said, thanks for watching, guys, and please become a member if you want to help support the channel so we can continue making videos.
She teleported us Donald, which was nice of her. But yeah, expect part 9 to come out within a week, everyone. And have a great day.